Hello folks and welcome to the stream. TCG Card Simulator. Day 744 in game. We have every single card in the game. And I'm starting to get the regular Ghost to have a second set of those. Because we kept grading them and selling them and all that fun stuff. Why I have ended up with excess boxes, I have no idea. I messed something up apparently. But that's fine. Holy cow, look at this. I wonder if I double bought. Not that had happened before. Let's see. We typically set up for the day, so we should be paid. There's nothing being graded. We eclipsed 8 million. Okay, well, let's start today. Now, for those of you all who have been watching and following along, you know, we sell everything. We're selling the cards. We've got every single product you can buy, or you can sell in the store. Bunch of cards back here. We did set up we brought the card bench back so we could bundle. And unfortunately, the other plan we were doing, which was to put up on the wall every single card, just started lagging the game. So I've taken those down. I'm not giving up on the dream, but I've taken them down for now. So yeah. Hello Connor, how you doing today? Let's see, you wanted to see the custom worker mod. Okay. So as we talked about, you're familiar with the mods and how to load them. And so as I was telling you the other stream, the auto light switch is one I have, the auto set price, the weapon you have to have, this card collection stats, which is the little text on the side, card seller, which is now disabled. That's disabled and I need to delete it because the new version of the game, you know, allowed the workers to put cards out on the table. They just can't put graded cards. And then the custom workers, then the fast pack opening, the one-click restock, and the quick scan. Those are all the ones I've got. I don't think I've mentioned some of those. But for the custom workers, basically what happens here, and I know unfortunately it's small, I can't, for my own self, I can't seem to get the text to be bigger. But the mod is enabled. I have disabled the workers stay late. So instead of forcing all the workers to stay late, I go by the default. Only 3 or 4 of the players actually stay late. And then it gives you every single person, right? The unlock, you can change that. This is the in-game levels of where you would unlock these people. And I didn't change that. The processing fees, I did change. I wanted to make it more realistic. The salary I changed. I wanted to make it more realistic. But then that's where you come into these walk speed, restock speed, checkout speeds, right? So basically they're all set to 10. Now, you can make them go all the way down to nothing, and you can bring them all the way up to 30. And for some reason, I ended up just picking, I liked 10 apparently for some reason. And I ended up setting everybody up the same way, with the exception of, you know, like I said, I didn't change the labels or when they're available to hire or anything like that. And so what I've been thinking about doing is going ahead and reducing these. So I think what I'm going to do is reduce them all down to 5. And unfortunately, you got to do this one at a time. There's no global set, but it makes sense since you have X number of workers, right? You could control each and every one individually. And if I deleted this mod, it would reset everything, I'm sure, to their defaults, which is where the experience comes in handy that they've added to the game. The more experience, the faster and better your workers are going to be. But I kind of decided, because they are going so fast, I kind of wanted to, let's bring them all down a little bit. And let's see, that should hold. It's auto, right? It'll hold there. Close that. Why have I got this in my hand? I don't know. Yeah, but notice the difference. They're much slower walking, and the reason why I wanted to do that was to go ahead and hire the last 2 remaining people. We've had them in the store before, which is how you get one of the achievements. You have to have X number of people hired, and at the time that was everybody. So then they added one more person you could hire. But man, what's going on? So I must have double ordered or something. There's no reason why I would have had that many boxes sitting out there. And so we'll have to wait to get everything set back up. And then the other thing I do want to do is, since I'm trying to get everybody's experience up, now it'll take a long time before refilling the scent machine and doing the pack machine. It was going to be up on all these people. The only one that's got a remote chance to some of that stuff is this guy here. Nope, he's not my worker. He's my pusher. Where'd he go? See, he's refilling the scent machine now. We'll look at him at the end of the day. We've got him that he's restocking now, and then eventually we'll work him towards the refill. But I only refill 2 or 3 cans a day with my gauntlet of destinctifiers, so it's going to take a long time for somebody to get even level 5. On here. Now I did notice too that I'm having some problems uploading some of my videos to YouTube. The last 2 or 3 are not loading up. They're sticking in a, they're kind of like sitting in a queue. But all the TCG card simulators are up there. 1 Fallout Shelter game and 1 7 Days to Die game haven't loaded up, but I'm just gonna delete those and restart them. Or delete the uploads and then restart them. But all the TCG card simulator VODs are out there on my YouTube. Oh man, something's got my sinuses going today. All of a sudden I've like stopped up. I have to take some medicine. Yes. But yeah, that's the basics of that card shop mod. And you know, the auto light switch, pretty easy. You just set the time you want the lights to turn on. The auto set prices, you got a lot you can enable and disable. I basically just enable the auto price and the auto items on the new day. And then you can set your price margin. So for the cards, we have it sitting at -5%. And for items, we got it at +10%. And then the card collection stats, that's this text right here. That it's basically just a way to see, you know, how many of your cards do you have in a set when you're striving to collect the entire set. So yeah, we don't really need it now, since we've got every card in the set. And then, like I say, the card seller, it was, how do you want to put things out on the table, but we don't need it anymore. The fast pack opening is basically, you know, you can speed up the time it takes to open your file or open your packs. And the one-click restock literally is like, it's a computer automated warehouse. This mod basically looks at your warehouse shelves, finds the empty ones like right there, and it says you need that box, and it'll automatically fill your list. And then the quick scan again is basically, it's just your cashiers are, you know, you can see stuff will get down on the table, and they do that quick scan to, you know, she's still counting out the change, but she's already scanned it. Already scanned it, right? Already scanned it. So. No, we did not reset these. So, since I slowed those guys down, I want to go ahead and hire these guys. Let them come in. Then we're going to have you restock the shelf as your primary task. And we're going to have you restock cards as your secondary task. Why did that change to 0? That shouldn't have changed. Same thing with you. Restock the shelf as your primary. And restock the cards as your secondary. Now, since I put all the cards back, took them off the wall, it was just, man, it was, we had gotten cards all the way up here. We had, what, 12, I think, of the displays. We had 12 of these filled, and the game was just really lagging. And I had hoped it was the cache. So I had exited out, got back in. It was still lagging. So then I went out after the stream. I cleaned out the cache, rebooted, reset, all of that. Nothing worked. It was still lagging. So I'm like, yep, we're going to have to pull that down. I really want to put an entire set of Tetramon and an entire set of Destiny up on the walls, but Aaron was correct about the potential lag in the game. And I've even got a good computer, but apparently maybe not good enough. Or the game is going to lag regardless. So. But like I said, I'm not going to give up hope. I just don't know how I'd be able to do it. Okay, we did decide we're going to go ahead and buy these. Now, I don't want to trade. Not when I only have 2. If I had 4, I'd trade it. But this means I've only got 1 spare above and beyond this set. So I don't want I don't want to get down to 1 and then make a mistake and trade that one. So, ghosts are constantly coming in, so I want to go ahead and get a complete set of ghosts. That way I have a complete set of the common ghost and a spare set of the common ghost. Not going to worry about the foils. Should be ordering those. I must have double dipped. Okay, we sold another. I think that was an empty. And so we sold one more of our regular ghost, graded ghost. We still have these. These are the final graded cards I have. These 11, which are all high dollar, and this one. We've been able to sell every single graded card. And that was something like, I don't know, 121 pages times 12. So, yeah, that was a lot of cards. Still in here, you guys, okay. Let's see, we've got you set to 45. And that's right, that's a little lower on those. I think it's time that I'll have to bounce down to 40 if I want to keep filling that, but we got 800 in there and 5,400. That'll last for a long time stacking those up. Okay, now here, the boxes. Okay, I do need red base 8 of them, or 9 of them. Let's go back here. Yeah, that's saying you don't need many. Okay, I like that. Because apparently we double dipped. And let's see. Red was 4 to 12, I believe. Base, yep, okay. And we need 9 of these. I do want to get the enhanced workshop, but it looks like they added some stuff that it forces you to have a empty storage box rack or something. Not sure. I'm gonna have to look at that in a little more detail. So I didn't end up buying it and installing it. It allows you to, instead of just punch bundle cards, it's got the different color boxes up here. It's like, you want a white one? That's the white one, and how many you want? You want a yellow one? Press yellow and say, how many do you want? So I would like to get that working. 6, 7, 8. And because bundling is slow, I decided I'm going to wait for one of the shelves to get one of the boxes empty, and then I go replenish that box shelf. Destiny Peach, we overmade on those. Gotta hope they start selling. You're getting close. You still got 4 in there. 3 in there. Okay. Shouldn't be anything on those bitches that's got space. Okay. Hello, Taryn. How you doing? Okay, yeah, I'll go look at that. There, I had been reading some of the comments, and people seem to be having some problems, a few of them. And it was but the Star Wars thing, I don't know what was locking up my computer, but it did not like the 2 or 3 extra mods I had to add for the Star Wars and the Magic the Gathering. I wasn't actually really impressed with the Star Wars. I took a closer look at it and I'm like, eh. And then I saw the Magic the Gathering set and I'm like, whoa, I'm kind of liking this. But I am going to go try to update that and get the enhanced to work. Hopefully we don't double buy again. And you were right, Taryn. I don't know if you heard me, but you'll notice the wall of cards has been removed. It was getting too laggy. I had, I think, 12 or 14. I think I'd gone 7 across, right? 12 or 14. I don't remember how many I got here. And then 1 above here. And everything was slowing down. And so I logged out, logged back in. It's like, okay, let's just see if it'll clear game cache. That didn't help. So then at the end of the stream, I went ahead and said, okay, I'm just going to go log out, clear cache on everything. And it still didn't help. So the dream of filling in an entire set of Tetramon and Destiny on these 36 wall displays, 36 count wall displays, is pretty much over. It's not dead. Not dead. But it's hanging on by a thread. Yeah, the boxes outside definitely lag. You know, and if you do a big order and have, 50 or 100 boxes just to get deposited, it's a big time lag just to do that too. But the later versions of the game actually helped resolve that when they're outside being dropped. Having a ton of them outside, yes, that would still, still cause lag. Okay, there. We have slowed down our workers. We hired the 2 remaining workers. There's no room for these. Oh well. So did you download the Star Wars or any of those and start playing with them yet, Darren? Oh, I didn't reset. That's fine. Those don't need to be reset. Almost feels like the customer slowed down too with my workers, but I know they haven't. He had to mistakenly double enter. Ah, yeah. Yep. How you doing on the other sets? Are you trying to go complete sets like I did? Or are you just kind of focused on the ghost foils and wanting to have all of those? Created things. Okay, we sold that ghost card. Good. So now we only have the final 11 graded cards. And these are all the high dollar ones. Now, last time I came in here and said, let me set them down. So I'm at 5% discount. Let me do another 10%. It's not really going to help. But, you know, what if the money bags came in and saw that good price? Yeah, you're getting there. You're getting there. Just keep grinding those packs, opening them with the pack machines and or I think in the end I found that having more cashiers to get more people to trade or buy a card from, that's really how I finished out completing the systems. I mean the series. You get the occasional new card in opening packs, and I was opening 12 boxes of packs a day. And I was making them the legendary destinies. So it was extremely expensive. And yeah, you got bigger cards and you could put them out here, grade some even. But towards the end, it was like, nope, I'm switching to the cheap one. Still paying attention to these guys because there's definitely cards that I still only have one of. So I want to get at least one duplicate. Yeah. Are you doing graded cards? You have to do graded if you're trying for, 100% achievements. And that's really all I was doing, and then got so many graded cards from trying to complete those achievements. And then I just started grading every single ghost, not necessarily for the money, but to try to, because I wanted to complete that one last achievement, obsessed with grades, with a graded set of ghost cards rather than a common set. Okay, making inroads. Yeah, agreed. Yeah, grading doesn't give you that buffer of, oh, you only want to grade if you have, more than 3 of this card, and you want to grade all those that are above, the first 3. Yeah, it'd be nice if it had that. But it doesn't, so you could make that mistake. Okay, these guys aren't moving. Okay. Slowing down like that lets me add those other 2. And I don't see anything selling out. Let's check the phone. It was 474 right now. Everybody's at least giving us 4 for 5. I'm gonna go look at all the demos that are out there now with Steam Fest, Next Fest, whatever they call it. I need to sort through the demos to see if there's some games we can add a few more to the stream. Windrose looks fun. Pirate-based survival game. Yeah, not even holding back. Buying these. But it's only an early release for the Windrose, so be waiting a while till it releases. 3 and 3. Wonder if I took the full art cards, you're going to get 2 per, right? 2 per 12. So that'd be 4 cards. See, that doesn't even look like a full art, but it doesn't have the border and all that. If I took every one of those, it'd be 121 pages times 2. So that would only be 242. So instead of putting all 14,000 out, or 1,400, I mean. Let's see. Bring up handy dandy calculator. We got 1,452 divided by 12. Yeah, 121 times 2. Duh. Divide that by 36. That's only 6. Yeah. But see, even there, that's 6 just of the base. That would be 6 of these. And then I need another 6 if I did the same thing with Destiny. And that's literally what I had here. I think I had 6 or maybe 7 of each. Now, I had them all here. I could think about like putting one here, one here, one here, one here, one here, and spreading those, I guess it'd be 14, right? It was 121 times 2 divided by 36 is 6.7. So it'd be 7. I'd need 14. 7 for base, 7 for Destiny. But I wonder if it was... What I did notice was I definitely lagged in here. And as I moved into here, I'd still lag. But once I got up to here, I wouldn't lag anymore. So maybe just doing those full art cards and spreading them out. Of course, I've already resold those displays. Maybe doing it that way, it would not lag me out. There's a thought. Like I said, the dream's not dead yet. Just got to figure it out again. Low again because we have cards still out here, and that's probably what they're buying. Where's everybody? Forgot, I slowed them down. They're taking their time to get in. Stock said, okay, you're well on your way to proceeding on. Oh, I forgot to check. So I may need Destiny White. Maybe down here, so okay. So I need 8, 9, 10 Destiny White. Destiny. Eight. Okay. It bills. No. Rain of workers coming in. I forgot to check, but no, we did not sell hired out cards. And, oh, that's right. I'm going to do the auto set prices. No. Get over there. Distracted. Let's see, I've got two of those. So if I do take one of these out, and that's a foil card, so if I take it out, I need a second one just to make sure I still got a spare. So we'll buy that. Buy that. They're stacking up. Customers last couple of days have been 2 or 3 deep, but I'm seeing some 4s and 5s now. Still midday. I was a little surprised at that. Now granted, because I slowed the workers down, slows them restocking shelves, so maybe that makes sense. Customers are waiting around a little bit longer to see what goes out on the shelf and buy from it, or buy more of it, and then go into the cashier. So. Just gonna let the game run for a couple minutes. I need to go get some medication because I'm stopped up. Just kind of came on sudden, so I'll be back in just a minute. Well, that took longer than expected, and I don't have any medication. Bummer. Okay. Well, this is good. Making inroads into whatever mistake I made. Let's see. Can we condense any of these? 1426. Sixteen, 16. Okay. Yeah. Oh, no, can't get it all the way. Got a lot. Which one are you? You're the brownish. In 16, 16. Oh, you're a full box. Okay, so they're not selling. Not a lot of them. You there. Still 24,000, not bad. Next day. Now, what if we do another sale? We do -10, -10 on both, not -105. It's not like our 2-year anniversary sale where we did 20% off everything, but 10% off on items and cards. Down from 800 to 500 here, down from 54 only to 52. You're refilling and restocking that. Okay, this, yeah, we don't. Still got over 9,000 of each. Yeah, I'm not even going to worry about these yet. Kind of want these to just whittle on down. Okay, so you needed a couple of those. Yeah, it's like Tetris, it fell right in. That's what I figured. So wait. Oh no. Well, that got one of the boxes. I already checked both of you guys. Slushies, it would have done. Oh man. Making a mesh. Where are you guys? Is that the same one? Yes. Yeah. 232. Okay. $36. Look at that. 16 there. 28 there. 36 there. You can get rid of them all, but there is some. Two more premium collection. Which one is that? Collection book. Premium collection book. Okay. Start today. And I forgot to check over here. Ah. Interesting. Sure. Oh, that's right. I put those 4 extras we had. Okay, we need a box of red Destiny, a box of yellow base. So, red Destiny, 4 to 12. Need 8 of these. 9 technically, but we get sold out of those pinks. But base yellow is 1 to 2. Yes. So a box of these. selling. It's base pink. Four. All right, 2 more cards. You're on your way. Getting closer and closer. And it'll feel good when you complete those sets, man. Just like in real life, if you collect cards and you complete a set, man, it feels good. That's how you should feel after meeting any and every accomplishment in your life. You work hard to get to achievement, and you achieve it, it's like, good. Now, what's the next big thing I gotta go do? Set your goals high. Keep going after them. 3. Clyde. So I've got to have an empty box. So do I have to have an empty box? Like, it kind of looked like this thing needed to be up against the workbench in order for it to work now with that extended workbench. And if that's the case, I guess I could do this. Don't really like it. But I could do that and still have them, like, you know, technically be able to walk in and out. And if that's the case, then this is connected right to it. That's the impression I got from reading the comments on Nexus. And that would work. I just don't like that sitting there. Now, I could get rid of this guy, move these down, put that there. And like what I was originally thinking I'd end up doing anyway. And that would just get rid of the ability to sell these 10 cards out of the batch. But in the grand scheme, that's not a lot. See, this guy's waiting for a customer, and then she shows up. It's weird. This is can't get any more Mr. Moneybags that's coming in, getting these top 11 cards. It's been that way for a long time. They bought 5, 6, 7. They bought 8 out of all the ones we had. And they made progress. In fact, 3 in a day. We had like a 30,000 and a 36,000 and a 50,000 all sold. One each day for 3 days. Two of those, but it's 5,000. Now I'll stay with 2. Explain all those. Notice how a couple of those guys after 9 still came back. There were a couple of the late workers. But that would not explain how many boxes of papers I had. That's just weird. Those are selling out though. That's a good thing. Didn't do a minus 10% for cards and items, so might have sold quite a bit of stuff. This should be the last 2 customers. He's still shopping over there, so she's second to last. Came in after the door was closed. I guess technically the door wasn't closed. Yep, he'll go home because I relieved him basically. He found him a card. And he's getting some freebies. Card after card after card. He's shopping. And he grabbed him a card there. Got him some freebies. $183. Oh, we forgot to play the employees. Okay. Whoopsies. Look there, see, I just did a double. I think that's what I did last time. Get to 0, let them restock so we don't get any double dipping of boxes. Big 11, so. Okay, there. Restock. Hey, everybody. Yay. But I'm going to call it a stream here because I've got to go get some medicine. I am totally out of decongestant, and all of a sudden I am stopped up. So I'm going to go make sure and nip this in the bud. So thanks everybody for watching, for chatting, for lurking. I appreciate it all. Hit that follow button on Twitch. Hit that subscribe button on YouTube. Both are free, and I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you, Taryn. Yep. Have a good night. Hope you collect some more. And we should be back to streaming again tomorrow night. And we'll see what we do. See if we can make some progress some more on TCG or maybe some Fallout Shelter. I need to catch back up on that. So, yeah. With that, everybody have a great rest of your day. Have a great tonight. And I'll see you on the next stream. Bye-bye.